Hey there. Everyone, I think, is internally and externally motivated to a degree. Some people are much more apt to be influenced by one of the two. A lot of people find themselves to be extremely hard on themselves, extremely good about pushing themselves with their own mind, and not really caring as much about what others think or what other external things push them to do. They're really kind of internal in that sense. And then of course the opposite exists too for a lot of people, where you need that external accountability more than others. And I think that's great and all good, and I think people are just wired differently in that way. But I think we both get something from both of those camps. I don't think the human exists where it's all one or the other. So, and maybe you're kind of in the middle, but I feel like most people kind of lean one way, tend to really be internal or external in terms of what's effective for them in the world of motivation. And I think the point I'm trying to make here is, don't let the other one, the other side of whatever your disposition is, be neglected to the point where you don't care about it, because they're both youthful. I think it's flawed to try to get to a point where you're the only one who motivates you. I think it's totally fine to let wherever you can get that motivation from, to take it and run with it, because the motivation itself is good, even if it's coming from something else that's bad. If you can turn it into motivation and turn it into productivity, turn it into steps on the fucking ground, that's good. I don't care what anyone says. If you can do good with it, it is good. So even if someone's being hateful towards you, where you're at, what progress you've made, if you can turn that into positive steps forward, that's as good as any kind of internal motivation. I mean, yes, okay, it'd be better if the world didn't have that and everybody could just be positive and all the motivation could be from a positive place. But negativity exists. It just does. And you can turn that shit into fuel. You just can. It's not that easy, but it's that straightforward. It's not easy, it's fucking hard. But it's one of those hard things that's really worth doing. So if you're internal, use the external shit when it comes in your path. If you're very externally motivated, rely on your brain where you can. Rely on your own thoughts where you can. Don't dismiss them, because that's not, in quotes, you. You're whatever the fuck you define yourself as. Motivation is wherever the fuck it comes from. Once you've turned it into productivity, the steps on the ground, it is good. Influence them with action. It's one of the most effective ways. And it's also combating bad with good. Not choosing to let the bad sit unused. It's usable. Eat that shit up. I love y'all. Thank you.